Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
It's up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Scarborough. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's McDonald to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the 31. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, so far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
47-yard line.
Back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Going through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Lions first down.
On 1st down, McDonald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From the gun, McDonald. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one hand and catches the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
On the play. And the Lions first down.
From the gun, McDonald gets it quickly to Galladay. Inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards. First down, Lions.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 2
yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And we'll get it 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we'll remind you that coming the gang in Orlando, Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a dump off here complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run forward Bo Scarborough. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
And he's taken down. Back back at his own 7.
It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
This pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Able to avoid him at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Down back at the 36.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just... I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They run. This is Scarborough. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
It's Scarborough again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, Lions.
From the gun, McDonald. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is Scarborough. And he stopped immediately there. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
They try again with Scarborough. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Detroit.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on second down, McDonald. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A gain of 18.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First and 10. McDonald eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing again on second and 10. McDonald. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Lions 35, Vikings 28.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now back to throw. And now here's another interception. His guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
7-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, McDonald. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Gain on the play brings up third down.
Side here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They go play action with McDonald. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play? They'll take that as a result.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Running for it, here's Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop.